What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a little testing video. I have a bunch of Glossier products. I believe they're an American brand. They're still pretty new, am I correct? Like only in the past year, maybe 2 years. I'm not quite sure, but I think end of last year we got them in the UK and they've been sitting in my room for ages. I have 3 little bags. These are the little bags that you come with when you shop. So I haven't touched anything. Everything is still boxed. I haven't taken anything out of their little packaging. So I'm excited to try everything for you guys, see what I have, and just try it out, you know. They're very natural makeup type of vibe brand, so I'm excited to try it out, see what it looks like on my skin, and see if it's something that I can wear from day to day. I've heard really good things about certain products. I'm just gonna dive into it and see what I have here and then try it on. Right, so I have 2 moisturizers. I have both are priming moisturizers. One is Rich and it comes in this little tub. I'll do little close-ups for you guys as well. And this one comes in a little tube and it's a buildable hydrating cream. I'm gonna do half and half and see how I get along with both because I do want to try them. So I'm gonna go straight in with the priming moisturizer in Rich in this little tub, and all their packaging is pretty like clean. Everything's acrylic, and this light pink color of this smells like one of their masks. I've tried I have 2 masks of theirs. They do skincare as well. I tried the Moon mask, which is a hydrating mask, and I also have I believe it's a detoxing mask. I'm not sure. I haven't tried that one yet, but I do own it, so I'm excited to try more of the skincare. I really loved their Moon mask. Really hydrating and really cooling. This one feels nice and moisturizing, really rich, but it does feel a little bit like a primer, which is interesting. So I'm guessing this is made to wear underneath their makeup products. So now I'm going to try their priming moisturizer, this buildable hydrating cream. This one feels pretty much the same. Okay, so for the face I have their Perfecting Skin Tint. I have 2 shades. One is called medium and one is called dark. So I believe they have just a few. They don't have a crazy large color range, but it's a skin tint, so I'm guessing it's super lightweight. It says shake, then smooth over moisturized skin with fingertips. Blend upward and outward for sheer coverage and instant dewiness. So they come in these little squeezy tube like bottles. Really easy for traveling. They're not glass, they're plastic. So I'm gonna go in with the medium. Sounds super liquidy. Still comes out a little oily. Oh my god, it's so sheer. Okay, that literally adds 0 coverage, but let's see what it looks like on the skin. That literally adds no coverage. Maybe that was because it had a little oil in it. Let's add... Okay, that looks completely different to my first try. It had a little oil in it. Let's do half the face and see what difference we see in the skin. It literally just looks super dewy, right? It looks super dewy on the skin. It just looks like a heavily moisturized. Let me try a little bit of the dark. Dark on my skin tone now, like I shouldn't be dark, but okay. The dark looks like my skin tone. That's not dark, bro. Literally 0 coverage, so I'm guessing this will be just for an everyday girl that doesn't want any coverage, has super good skin, and just wants some dewiness, because I see 0 coverage. Interesting product. It feels just super moisturized, but not greasy. It feels like not even silicone, it just feels super smooth. This is the Stretch Concealer. I have two shades, again medium and dark, because the light ones looked way too light for me, and I chose them based on their website. I haven't seen any of these in person. Again, not far off in shades. This is the dark. That's not dark at all. That's probably a light to medium. And this one looks like a light. I'm gonna go in with a medium because there's no coverage on my skin, so I don't want to put something a little darker. So I'm just gonna go straight under the eye. Okay, so this feels just like the skin tint, but in a pressed version. It feels just like the skin tint. It's really, really smooth. Feels very moisturizing. So this would be great for dry skin. And I think the best test would be on my eyelids because I have so many veins and so much redness. Some around the nose. I think this is really good for like school kids. You know, something that doesn't really look like makeup, but you can, you know, tidy things up a bit. I look so pale. Okay, so now that I look like a ghost, let's add a little bit of color into my face with their Cloud Paint. They have a bunch of colors of these. These are basically seamless cheek colors, and they're cream, so everything is a creamy, dewy type of situation. So these are them. I got one in Beam, which is this coral color, and one in Dusk, which is a very light mauvey pink. So let's have a look at the shades. So these are definitely more pigmented than the skin tint for sure. There's more, you know, color. So I'm just gonna try both, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna mix the two and see what that's like. What do we think? I feel in this area it's a little too much. Kind of messed up there. But still have loads on my hands, so. I wish they had some kind of bronzer. Okay, one thing I am excited for are these. These are their Halo Scope Dew Effect highlighters, and I have 3 here. I can't remember if there's only 3 or I just picked up 3. So there is this one, which is called Moonstone, and it's the lighter shade. It's a white, and when I swatch at the back of my hand, it has this pink blue iridescence to it, so really pretty. It comes with this moisturizing center. I'll show you guys a close-up for sure, but there's a moisturizing center which I think makes it nice and dewy. The next we have Quartz, which is this beautiful champagne, and it does come across like that. It's like a rose champagne color. And then lastly we have this bronzing shade called Topaz, and this is so pretty. It has this beautiful bronzing undertone. So these are the 3. I'm going to go in with Quartz. I think that would look nice on my skin right now. And I'm just going to go straight in with the stick. It's a little one of those. So I'm just going to go straight in. Again, just like every other product I've used so far, super smooth and moisturizing. It doesn't feel hard, you know. So I'm just going to go down the nose and on the cheeks. Let's go over the lip as well. And then again, fingers. Really, really easy. That's the one thing I will say so far, that everything is really easy to use. Just kind of pretty. But not crazy pigmented. It has a very light, dewy finish. Very, very dewy. Like my whole face looks super shiny in a good way, you know? Okay, so to finish off the face, I'm going to be using this only powder product that I saw on their website. It's called Wilder. It's a weightless finishing powder. Because this is in the shade Dark Deep. I'm wearing Dark Deep. The shades on the website looked very light, so I went with this. It looks a little dark, but I don't know how it will apply. I don't know if it's super sheer. So I'm going to use the brush that I got as well on the website. It looks like this. Let me use it as like a bronzer and see if it's dark on me, you know. I mean, is it dark? I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, it's definitely adding some color, so this is definitely not my shade. I could do with a medium, to be honest with you, if I'm just dusting it all over. This product right here is what I've heard most about. It's their Boy Brow Grooming Pomade. So I got the shade Black Noir, and then I got the one in transparent. Okay, so they're both tiny, they're both white, so I cannot tell them apart unless I look at the name. So I'm gonna try one on each brow. I'm gonna start off with a tinted one. This is the color Black Noir. And I'm just going to, okay, this definitely has a full-on tint. But I like the brush. I like really tiny brushes like this. It's just like the Benefit Give Me Brow, or Gimme Brow. I like that. The tint is quite nice, and it's not a lot of product on the brush, which I prefer. Okay, so this is the clear one, and it looks really white. It looks white when you apply it for sure. So I don't want to apply too much. I'm being very careful not to do that. You can see the white, can't you? To be honest, I prefer the tint more. But if I was doing a no brow day, for sure they're clear. So these are pretty nice. And then the last product I have is a lip gloss. Does it have a shade? No, it's a clear transparent lip gloss. So we're going to try that, but this is what this looks like. I love my lip glosses, so you guys know I'm gonna judge this heavily. Whoop. The wand is pretty nice. Yeah, I love the wand. I love wands like this. They're almost flat on both sides, so it's really easy to control, and you don't have to really dip again because you have product on both sides of the wand. I like the gloss. It has that jelly, that gel formula. It's not sticky. It just feels moisturizing, and it feels quite thick in a good way. What do we think? So let me lower my light as much as it goes so you guys can see my skin as clear as possible. You can see redness. I do get redness all the time on my face, even if I'm moisturizing. So you can see quite a bit of redness coming through, but my skin looks super dewy. It doesn't look done. If you were just to see me, you'd think, okay, she looks super glowy and hopefully healthy, not sweaty, but it doesn't look like I'm wearing any makeup whatsoever, in my opinion. The skin tint, I like the idea of it for every day. Along with the concealer, they feel really similar. They're smooth. They almost have this, not silicone, but really smooth texture. It feels like a moisturizer, looks like a moisturizer. The word tint is a little off-putting. There's color when it comes out of the tube, but there's no actual color on the skin, in my opinion. So it's definitely an everyday slap on the face without even looking in the mirror type of product, which is probably something that loads of people are looking for. The cheek tints, not my favorite. For me, when I'm rubbing it in, it's kind of going everywhere, but that's probably just my lack of control. But not crazy color. A lot of pigment comes out, so this tiny little tube will probably last you a lifetime. The brush is not my favorite. It's very it's something you get in like sets and you kind of never use, but probably good for like a handbag, just like, you know, throw it in. And the sticks, I like the color range. Probably something I would enjoy more on my body, but if it's like an everyday real quick situation, enjoy it. It's really glowy. You can see it's super glowy. I also have it down the bridge of my nose, so I'm definitely glowing, but it's not a super pigmented highlighting stick. What do you guys think? You can see my blemishes for sure. I have one here, I had one on my cheek here, and I have a couple on my forehead, so you can see those. Let me know your thoughts. That's about it. I love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! Bye guys.